Welcome to my views and news. Djibouti has arrested an Afar family. The crime of this Afar family seems to be that they are related to an activist of FRUD, Front for Restoration of Unity and Democracy. Secondly, TPF, Tigray Peace of Force, has released a video showing its fighters. Where is this video from? Let's start from Djibouti, viewers, where we know that Afars have long been struggling against ISAs. ISAs in power, main power in Djibouti is held by ISAs. Afar say that their rights are being denied. By the way, Afars in Djibouti, Afars in Eritrea, Afars in Ethiopia, in these three countries, Afars complain of marginalization. In Ethiopian southern Red Sea zone, Afars are based, in Eritrea rather, they're based there, and they say that Asmara wants to crush them, that since 1994, Asmara has been trying to crush them. That is where Asado was born in 1995, I think. In Eritrea, Afars are based too. They say that their due rights are being violated, and that is why FRUD was formed in 1991 in Djibouti. In Djibouti, Front for Restoration of Unity and Democracy was formed in 1991, and FRUD says that Somali Isas actually want to take control of everything, every resource in Djibouti. FRUD then split into two. One turned into a political party which contest elections, and the other turned into an armed group. In Ethiopia, Afars have been fighting too. Gugumo is a group of Afar fighters. They've been fighting Ethiopian government. So in these three countries, Afars complain of marginalization. They're split in three countries and they don't have real power in any of the three countries. And by the way, these days, these Afars are being given false hopes by some leaders. I'll do a separate video on that in coming days. In Djibouti, FRUD armed group is obviously banned. FRUD fighters have been involved in attacks on Djibouti forces. When a few months ago, Djibouti conducted a drone strike on FRUD fighters in an area which is on Djibouti-Ethiopia border. Djibouti has long been accusing Ethiopia of it has long been accusing FRUD fighters of using Ethiopian soil to carry out attacks on Djibouti forces. This week, family members of a FRUD activist were arrested in Djibouti. The FRUD activist is based abroad. His name is Ali Chehem Ali. I think he's based in the US or Canada. And obviously he conducts his activities there, political activities. Muhammad Chehem Ali is the brother of Ali Chehem Ali. He is a Djibouti American, but these days he's in Djibouti. Patient of diabetes, arrested by Djibouti's forces in Djibouti. Secondly, Hamad Kamil and Fatu Kamil Hamad have been arrested. They are the children of Ali Chehem Ali's sister. Hamad and Fatu Kamil are brother and sister. Their father was also killed by Djibouti forces in the past. Ali Chehem Ali is a known FRUD activist, but people say that his brother Muhammad Chehem Ali and his nephew and niece Hamad Kamil and Fatu Kamil Hamad have no role, no involvement in FRUD activities. They have been arrested because Djibouti's government wants to silence FRUD activists based abroad. Well, if these people have no role in politics, if they're not activists, why have they been detained? Being a family member of a FRUD activist is not a crime. But anything can happen in Djibouti, anything can happen in Eritrea, anything can happen in Ethiopia. I mean, civil liberties are denied. People's fundamental rights are being violated in the Horn of Africa. Anything can happen. I have not seen any official statement from Djibouti's government so far. But Djibouti's government should issue a statement. What happened? Why were these three people arrested? Human rights organizations are raising the issue, urging the Djibouti's government to release these Afar. Let's see. Will the government release this family members? That remains to be seen. Secondly, was TPF, Tigray Peace Force, has released a new video. TPF fighters are based in the Afar region of Ethiopia mainly, but not just in Afar region. They are based in Tigray too. They have at least two or three fronts, I would say. One in Afar, two in Tigray. By the way, military Tigray doesn't want to enter Afar region. It makes sense. It does not want to chase TPF fighters. If it enters Afar, chases TPF fighters, fighters will pull back, and Tigray military will have to go deep into Afar. That could be risky for them. It's difficult for Tigray military to chase TPF in Afar. But what about TPF fronts in Tigray? Why aren't they being attacked by Tigray military? The reason very simple. I think these TPF fighters do have some support base. People support them. If Tigray military opens an offensive, if it launches a full-scale offensive on TPF, that could lead to start of civil war-like situation in Tigray. That is why Tigray military is hesitant. TPLF, by the way, wants Tigray military to crush TPF. TPLF wants Tigray military to crush TPF. Tigray military is not united on this issue. There are voices which are calling for restraint. They call for dialogue. Some channels have joined TPF. Others could join too. That is why military is hesitant. TPF has released a new video from the so-called free land. They call the area where they're based as free land. The video shows TPF members singing, chanting slogans with guns in their hands. Watch the video. Thanks for watching.
Haylaga